Right then, on this week's episode of Project Tug, it's not going to be the most exciting of things unless you're into cleaning and sanding stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to sand down all of these wooden parts, get rid of all that mould, and we're going to try working on a load of this expanding foam and little bits and pieces in the back here, clean the whole ship up, get it ready for painting. I don't know if it's going to come up on the camera, but you can already see the difference between the unsanded side and the sanded side. I do think there's a good ship in this. Just going to have to work away at it. Now it's this end which is the worst of it all. I'm going to try and get into a bit of that, clean up the back plate. It's time to work at a few of these bits of expanding foam. Just got myself a sharp chisel, just going to prise them off. So this is the worst bit of the ship. It's pretty crusty back there. Sometimes it's just finding the angle to work on. There we go. Probably a lot of people thinking, why are you doing this on a work table where there's proper things? Well, unfortunately, this is rather dusty and it's just easier to clean up. You can see in there just how much stuff's come off. There's still a fair bit more to go, but I'm going to go tap that off because it's getting in the way. I can't tell what's stuck on the boat and what's just kicking about in the bottom of the boat. And another tricky bit to tackle here is all this wood filler. I'm going to try sanding it down. If it doesn't work sanding, I'm just going to get the chisel on it and see what we do from there. And if not, I might have to leave it because I'm not sure quite what it's hiding. That's the sponge, not the sander. Now moving on to the hull. Just going to remove little bits here, right here, where there's glue and things attached to the hull on the outside. Don't know if you can see that properly, but a little bit of a gentle work with the chisel, and it should just come straight off. There's also a lot of splodges right here. I think it's exopoxy, not sure. Could just be residue off the expanding foam, but it's gonna go. We want to get a nice finish. I'm going to try and clean this area up ready for exopoxy. You can see the old exopoxies here already, so that's just come straight off. Now just to give the whole hull a quick sand down, just to bring off a lot of the blemishes. Keep finding these little patches of glue. You can just about see that there again. Now that's all the sanding done, or at least most of it. I'm sure there's something else that will present itself as we go along. It's time to get some hot soapy water and wash all these rust marks out and wash all the dust out. I'm quite pleased with how the back's come out. It's the expanding foam wasn't hiding nearly as many things as I imagined that were in there, and there's a little bit of wood filler left, but it's nothing that's going to get in the way and you're not going to see it at the end of the day anyway. The back end is a little bit tatty still, and I think that might be for another video. Right then, let's clean this thing up. Shortcut time. Definitely needed that. But let's possibly start panning for gold in that. Probably best not to get my hopes up there. First waves the boat ever encounters, and they're actually inside it. And look at that. Bit of sandpaper, some water and washing up liquid. It still looks like a tatty wreck, but it's starting to get there. It's clean at least. All of that exopoxy and wood filler is off of the sides. We've gone into the area which I was really dreading, and it's not pretty, I'm not going to pretend it is, but it's not hiding nearly as many hidden nasties. I've tried to clean the wood up as best as we can. I think I missed a bit there. Right at the end of the video, notice you've missed a bit. I'll get that off camera. But most of it's come back better than I thought. Some of this woodwork is going to need replacing. It's breaking all over the place, and soaking it in warm water is probably not going to have done it any good, but I'm going to leave it in for now just so I know where things are. I think on the next episode, the thing to get sorted out is this. Get the old rudder and propeller assembly and the fins and that cleaned up, tidied up and glued down, and that means I can move on to painting the hull, which should give me a bit of inspiration. And I think that's all for this week's episode. Thank you for watching. For anyone who's interested, I found out, well, I think I found out what type of tug this is. I think it's a steam Thames tug. Not 100% sure. That's just the ones that seem to be looking the most similar to the hull shape and back end of it. Front's not quite right, but if anyone knows what type of tug it actually is, please let me know, because it'll save me a hell of a lot of time if I only have to build one superstructure for it. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good one.